In just a few minutes. Right now, I want to introduce you to Linda Edwards, and this is an interesting topic that you don't really hear much about, but pet CPR. There's actually ways. If you were to come home and, oh my God, find the worst, your dog unconscious on the floor, there are things you can do.
There are, and you want to know what to do.
Absolutely.
If that should happen.
And we should say we have Sophie over here. Sophie's your baby.
I do. She's my baby.
She's very sweet, laying right here on the floor. So Sophie's going to hang out with us while we learn a thing or two. I get nervous about this. In my house, we have 2 dogs, and I think I would not have any idea what to do. I wouldn't know where to start.
And it's really, when you take a class, it really becomes very simple. It's all about learning.
Okay.
Just taking the time to learn.
What do we need to know?
Well, you need to know how to stop blood, you need to know CPR, and you need to know how to handle all the other emergencies. But I think you wanted me to help you learn CPR.
Yes, please. Yes.
All right.
So everybody at home that has a pet, pay close attention.
Okay, so what you're going to do is before you do CPR, you have to establish that you need it. That's called the primary pet assessment. Once we have done that, we go right to CPR. And for practical purposes, we've determined this dog needs CPR.
How do we determine that if there's like an easy way? How do we know for sure the pet needs CPR?
The pet is unresponsive. We have steps to find out if the pet is breathing or if the pet is responding or growling. Any indication that this pet is awake and alert and breathing, then we would not do CPR.
Okay.
But we've determined this pet is totally unresponsive. We go immediately to CPR. We do L for life, put the thumb under the armpit. We've got the dog up against us so it's not sliding all over the place. L for life. We take our other hand and make an anchor and fill in this space.
Okay.
We're going to do 30 hard, fast compressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay. Then we're going to extend the neck, pull the tongue past the canines, look for a blockage. If there was a blockage, the CPR compressions may have pushed it out.
Okay.
We don't ever search, but if we see it, we pull it out.
Okay.
We look for a blockage. We make a tight seal around the entire mouth so that the air we blow into the dog goes down into the lungs. We're going to put the dog's entire nose in our mouth.
Okay.
We're going to blow 2 breaths of air. Chest rise and fall. Chest rise and fall. I say that because you want to see the chest rise and fall.
Okay, from the air you're putting in there.
That's exactly right.
Okay, now my next question would be, you don't want to like blow out their lungs, so you do have to be cognizant of the size of the dog, too.
Yes. If you blow too much, the dog will go off the table. You don't want to do that. So based on the dog's size, you just want enough for the chest to rise and fall. We do that for about 2 minutes, which equates to about 6 times. And on the last one, chest rise and fall, chest rise and fall, you take these 2 fingers, and only these 2, we're going to check for a pulse. If we use any other fingers, we'll probably feel our own pulse.
Okay.
So these 2 fingers, and we crisscross over, and the best place to find a dog's pulse or a cat's pulse is under at the femur. Okay. So you go to the femoral artery right there, and you sort of press the way you do your own self when you're doing that. You do that, and you want to feel
something.
Yes, you want to feel something. If you do feel a pulse, then obviously you stop CPR.
Okay.
If you don't, you continue with CPR.
What we're going to do is we'll make sure, hopefully, to get this video up on our website so that you can look at it again, watch the process again, share it with your friends so that you know. If people want to take a class in pet CPR, how do they do that? Where do they go?
Well, there are 2 ways. They can go to my website, which is Nana's Pet First Aid and CPR. Or they can go to Pet Tech, which is the program that I teach, pettech.net.
Okay, we'll make sure we get those websites up there for you, too.
Good.
Great information. Ashley brought this to us. You saw this, right?
Yeah, over at when we were doing that Doggy Fest thing in South End.
Oh, okay.
Which
Fight
is
Fest.
smart.
There we go.
Right. Smart. Thank you for coming in and showing us this.
Well,
we really appreciate it.
us.
And thanks, Sophie. You did such a good job.
So well behaved.
Sophie's such a sweetheart. It is 7:43. We're back with product.